Now, I get it. Like, if you're doing press, they don't want you cursing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the people who steal my show, they don't want me cursing because they got to bleep it out.
Or do you?
So they can get their YouTube sponsorship money or whatever. But I'm saying, like,
What if they was paying you?
but if somebody paying me for an interview, how much money you got?
And how
If
about
you telling me what I can and can't say?
And how about the opposite, Corey? In other words, Kat's situation with Wanda, where he said, when they said she wanted him to go on there, right? He said, okay, well, not going to talk about this, 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 and this, right? You're only going to speak about, what was it that he got that year? The Emmy or something like that?
Right.
And then when she didn't, that's when stuff started going haywire, right? So that's similar, right? Just the opposite.
I don't understand all of these people wanting to get paid for interviews anymore. I remember back in the day when, as far as I knew, because there's some people that you do pay and there's some people that you just take care of, and it's also some people that it comes with visibility. So I believe that every situation is different. Everybody don't get paid and everybody don't get paid the same amount. Sometimes you bring people on the platform to where they're benefiting from you being on your platform, but if it's a reoccurring guest or something like that, then I definitely think that, you know what I'm saying, it's a thing where you got to make sure you take care of the people. Or here's another thing. If it's somebody whose main bread and butter, like the main way that they're able to eat is the fact that they doing interviews, so that's the foundation of where it is that they make the majority of their money, then I also see that too. But I think that every situation is unique. And it's some of us that got a lot of that get that bread. We just got to make it make sense from a business perspective how much we gonna pay. But I want to get to the daughter part.
Instead of which time, but in his case, he said that not to bring that stuff up. And
He
she
told her
did.
don't. Okay.
Or she told him, I'm not gonna talk about it. These other things, okay, you know. So because that's what he
They do that shit too. Yeah, they'll
where you
bring
say
up
don't
the-
bring
Well,
that
I'm
up,
just
and then
saying,
they
if
put
you-
you in that seat, right?
If you interviewing somebody, you don't need to be so cocky where you can tell them what they can and can't say. Because I'm just saying, I really don't take interviews like that like I used to.
But
I got
you
my
can.
own platform. If I do an interview for you, then basically I'm giving you money. If I do an interview, man, I give people, man, when I was coming in here, the homie told me, Corey, that little drop you did for me, man, everybody would, man, motherfuckers be watching it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not quick to just do interviews for anybody because I don't like passing out money like that. Like, I'm just giving you money if I do an interview. But if I do an interview and you try to tell me what I can and can't say,
That's what, yeah.
But see, that don't make no sense because if I do an interview with you, I don't care what you say. You can say whatever it is that you, first of all, I'm the type of person you should be able to say whatever you want to say on the platform. I then ask people, hey, is there anything in particular that you don't want to discuss because I don't want to mess up the vibes? Because I can edit out whatever. And then after the interview, and there's been people that I've interviewed and they was like, oh, yeah, take that part out. Because I'd be like, hey, man, you sure you want to keep that? You know, so, you know, it's post-production, pre-production, but it's all pre-recorded, so it really don't matter. Say what you want to say. I want you to keep the vibes and the energy up. I don't believe in censoring people, and I might like censor a couple cuss words in the beginning of a clip or something like that in order to make sure it don't get demonetized. So all of the effort and the money that I spent to get you there, the flights, the hotels, you know what I'm saying, my driver, the trucks, or whatever it is, the security, whatever it is, I got to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you take care of. It's not just giving a person money, right? And for me personally, I want everybody to eat. I want everybody to get money. So I'm not, if I decide to do the interview, every interview I do it for free because I'm already making a whole lot of money on my own. So I don't really need that one-time fee. I'm willing to build the relationship, but I also understand that he's in a completely different, you know, position, different status, all of that. So I guess it would be different for him, but
45,000.
Yeah.
When last time you heard that?
Man.
Would you
Bring it
ever
back,
tell somebody?
bring it
I'm
back,
gone. Audi 5,000.
Yeah.
When last time you heard that?
Man.
Would you
Bring it
ever tell
back,
somebody?
bring it
I'm
back,
gone.
Yeah.
Would you ever tell
Yeah.
somebody they can't ask you something, or that they don't need to bring up something in the interview?
Say that again.
Would you, like, if you were going to get interviewed, would you ever tell somebody they can't bring up something? Or
I mean, I don't know. It ain't much I'm worried about.
That's what I was gonna say. He's different. You know what I'm saying?
It
What
ain't
kind of
much I'm worried
character
about, man. I got all kind of shit going on in my life, but it ain't nothing. I ain't worried about it. What do I do that I'm worried about? You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I can't think of it. I'm
This
alone.
must be the part where you're talking about his daughter.
Man, my motherfucking daughter would talk the shit to me the other day. I was like, bitch, I
Oh,
don't know
you start back talking to her?
No, the bitch crazy.
Oh, she just called you out the blue?
Hell yeah, cause she needed something.
Dang. You should just gave him my number, man.
You still on that? Look at Marcus.
I believe my daughter runs circles around me, boy.
Oh, shoot.
She taller than him for sure.
Yeah.
She ain't taller than
Oh,
me.
yes.
She is not taller than me.
Oh, the last time she was here, I got a picture. She
probably
and I
has
standing
heels
next to
on
each other.
or
You see how tall she is.
I mean,
She's
I
tall.
brought it up because she tried to run game on me. Like, she was brought up by her mama. But, you know what I'm saying? Instead of realizing I got away from her mama, because I don't speak to her mama, she be like, I know you hate my mama. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got time to hate nobody. Your mama was drama. Now, here it is all these years later. You just like your mama. Both of y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. I'll go make another daughter. I don't give a fuck.
You know, the thing about these comedians is sometimes you can't tell if they telling a joke or if they being funny or they just like exaggerating the situation to create the joke about it, similar to how he would do his stand-up. Because I know that some jokes is exaggerated and in which I'm not saying that for Corey Holcomb specifically, but some jokes is exaggerated and some, you know, for the stand-up or whatever. But then him just freestyling this on his platform, I'm guessing he just being 100% transparent and that's where he going. But
If you ain't good as a person, no matter who you are, I have a cutoff switch God blessed me with to say, fuck you, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if it's my kid. My motherfucking mama, you know your daughter trying to get in touch with you? I say, oh, mama, you watch that little bitch. Ha!
Yeah, see, it's. I get where you guys are coming from because I had the same.
You
kind of
watch
issue.
that little bitch. That bitch is brought up in this new generation where there is no honor, there is no respect thy parents, there is no the way the youngsters are brought up now, they will fuck over the mama and daddy quicker than they'll fuck over somebody in the streets. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck. If you are so hell-bent in making me a villain and saying I did you wrong, get the fuck away from me. I didn't love your mama. You just popped up on a nigga.
some things you can't just respond to right away. Shout out to Andre and Andrea crossing borders. I'm gonna read that super chat shortly. Some things you can't like. I can't just respond to right away because I got to take it in, and sometimes I'm processing and I'm trying to hear it from all sides. And for me to just immediately react to it without taking it into consideration, because I'm not in that position, right? My daughter's in the household. Her mother is my wife. We love each other. I could hear her in the background playing video games right now with her friends online from Taekwondo. So it's different from me. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't imagine. I'm not even sure I can have a strong opinion on this. I just can't imagine feeling that way towards my daughter just because she's from her mother. Because, you know, if my daughter do something that's completely outside of what I taught her that's just so egregious to where I can't do it, yeah, I can cut her off. I can cut anybody off because everything is conditional at this point. Men are the only creatures that love unconditionally in a lot of instances. Everything from women is unconditional. I mean, it is conditional. But I can't think of one thing because I dislike her mama that I would have to hold her accountable for because she didn't ask to be in this world. Nah, I can't, man, because sometimes I don't know how old his daughter is and I don't know what his situation is. And maybe she reaching out and she don't know no better because of her mama, but that's still my daughter. And so I'm going to do what I can to try to input into you what I need to put into you. because at the end of the day, I did skeet in you. I skeeted in her mama, so I have to take a little bit, at least some. I'm sure it's a lot to the story. That's why I'm trying to parse it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to put myself in that position to think what is it that she could do that, you know, if I'm in that situation, what is it that my daughter could do that will force me to have that position to where I even would talk about her like that on a live stream? You know what I'm saying? Imagine if your car says, imagine if your son turned into Nas X and his mama was all for it. That's what Corey is dealing with. I get it. No, I understand. That's why I'm saying it's not completely one way to where I would disagree or agree with him. I'm just trying to parse it out to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me listen to a little bit more because I don't want to judge too early. I want to get the whole perspective.
I try to show you love. Shit, you come out here, I did all this shit for her. She was still talking shit.
Oh no.
So I'm just saying, it's like,
Yeah. I get it now. Now it's making sense. Because it's not like he was just completely absent. It's not like she don't know him. It's not like he didn't support her or financially support her or anything like that. Listen, if you still talking shit and I'm doing stuff for you, yeah, okay. All right, I get it now.
I'm not like everybody else. I don't need your acceptance.
Yeah, I feel
Somebody said to me, fuck it. My mama said to me today, Corey, later in life, you might need your daughter. I said, if I need that bitch, I'm done for.
That's a fact.
A lot of motherfuckers might not say this.
No, and it's hard for others to relate because
you motherfuckers out here with kids, your kids ain't shit.
Yep.
Your kids run over you.
You're 100% right.
And you know they run over you. And you let them run over you, and you justify by saying, these my kids.
Exactly.
Not with me. If I got somebody, I capitalize every letter in somebody. If somebody running over me, I'm going to tell them I'm about to take a shit. Get over here fast. Because I want to shit on you. Give a fuck who you are. You don't get to fuck me over. I don't give a fuck. This is my time on this planet. I ain't finna be worried about your funky ass, whoever the fuck you are. If you ain't no righteous motherfucker, I don't give a fuck if it's your child or whoever it is.
The same way, yep.
Get the fuck away from me, especially when you grown.
I understand exactly what he's saying now. I feel it. All right. I was trying to be objective and just trying to throw a lifeline out to that, but I understand exactly what he's saying.
Have a little patience with a child. Sometimes you can beat a child up and get away with it.
Oh my God, stop.
Jeez.
I'm saying, but when motherfuckers is 20, 25, 30,
Yeah, you know
talking crazy to you,
Nah.
if you let them hang around you because they your kids, that shows human weakness in you.
Yeah, you can't talk
I can
crazy.
relate because I'm talking
I
about
agree.
people when they get shocked when people say they cut somebody off in their family. I know because I've done it to my mother, my own mom. So
I feel like
Yeah, I can
when
relate.
you get to a
We
certain
don't know the
age,
situation,
you
so.
start to realize that you choose your family.
of
You know,
course,
your
That's a
family
fact.
doesn't always have to be
They
good
all right.
because there's some
All of
people
them.
is gonna be way better than you than anybody in your family. Some people come in your life and in a year they done
Right.
done more for you than anybody else have in your entire life.
right.
And they care about you more than you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So
of course.
Even that though, even that is fleeting, cause it really ain't for me specific. It ain't about what you do for me, really. It's just
it ain't got to be financial or nothing like
you
that.
know, cause my family we ain't really got shit, so I can't base loving somebody on what they could do for me. I just base it on their character and their principles, and if they.
Jessica, you're wrong, baby. Jessica says, I'm going to read the super chat shortly, says you got to be more mature and help her unlearn the BS. Look, by the time this is the thing that women are not being accountable for, Jessica, because by the time that a child gets to a certain age, it's very difficult for them to unlearn something because they're not involuntarily taking it in no more. Everything that they doing, when you in your mid-20s, everything that you're doing now is a choice, right? You're choosing whether or not you want to be receptive, whether or not you can unlearn it. And then that's the situation where somebody now got to bump their head. They got to hit their rock bottom before their heart is open to hearing something differently. You can't force somebody anymore to do it your way and then know that the lesson is going to stick with them as they get older. You can't do it that way no more. Now it's different because, see, my daughter at the age that she is, she don't have no choice but to do what the fuck I say. Now, she may not like it, right? She may be talking under her breath when she get in the room, but I know that it's going to be a completely different situation when she get older because she's learning the hard lessons, and that's the whole idea behind parenting, right? So, but when you get older, I can't force you to stay home. I can't force you to go to your room no more. I can't force you to do what it is that I want you to do, understanding that I'm doing what's best for you when you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different perspective now when you grown and you gonna come in here telling me and cussing me out even though you still asking me for money and calling my phone. So it's different now because I can't force you to unlearn it. You gonna have to want to be something different, and that's why we hold women so accountable now, because they don't realize that they programming and they weaponizing their kids, and all they doing is putting them in a bad position when they get older. And if they don't go through that life-changing moment, then they just gonna be messed up for the rest of their life. That's why it's so important. That's why it's so important for women to not weaponize their kids, to stay in a household at least when their kid is young and all of that stuff, and make the best decision that's in the kids' interest, not based off of how they feel. Because the kids are the ones, it's scripture. Kids are the ones that pays for the, you know what I'm saying, for the mistakes and the transgressions of their parents. And so it's different now. Now you got to do it differently. So I feel exactly what he's saying. You better get the fuck out of my face. It's over now. What up, Forever? What up, everybody in the chat? I'm going to be reading the super chat shortly.
They could be a part of something bigger than themselves. You know what I'm saying?
And how they treat you.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I'm just glad I found myself. Like, when it's a lot of people ain't found themselves, so they swimming in bullshit. Like
They choose to stay in it. You know?
yeah, because they feel obligated, because they know their children ain't shit because of what they did and how they brought them up. They know their children ain't shit, so they the ones that still be taking up for their kids. They still take up for ain't shit.
Siblings,
well, not
parents,
ain't shit kids,
parents.
ain't shit adults now. Motherfucker be 30 years old, still living with their mama, talking shit to their mama, stealing from their mama, dogging out their mama. Mama used to own a building. They fucking found a way to fuck that up. Mama don't own the building no more, and mama still got that unconditional love.
Yeah.
Not Corey Holcomb.
Yeah. I felt.
You fuck me over, I'm getting the fuck away from you at my age now. I don't have tolerance for these new motherfuckers who think you stupid and don't know. Motherfucker be running a lie on you. You tell them, I used to use that lie. Yeah. They don't even believe you.
That's real shit.
You be like, man, this shit you doing see-through. Your game ain't even cold. I can't respect you.
Right.
I done told motherfuckers, I told my daughter, bitch, look, you can't run that on me.
Listen. We gotta also hold Corey accountable too. Cause you can't keep calling her a bitch and thinking that she also gonna be receptive to you too. Corey, listen, I don't think Corey know when to cut it on and cut it off. I don't think that Corey know when to cut it on, cause it's another side to that too. You know what I'm saying? You can't say bitch 37, 11 times at somebody and see him talking about you on a live stream like this, and then you got to deal with them in person or something and expect for them to be receptive to you at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's another side to that. So I get it, man. I just see it, and I'm looking at it from all sides. You got to be careful, bro.
I'm the world's great. My daughter said, I go to Tasha K. I said, why I destroy you and Tasha K?
Okay, now I see why you called her a bitch. You can't, nigga. You threatened me talking about you would go to Tasha K on me. Yeah, at that point, you can suck my dick. Real talk. You never threatened me The minute that you threaten me, yeah, I'm gonna call you a bitch at that point. The minute that you threaten me and you say that you're gonna go to Tasha Gay and tell my business, yeah, you can suck my dick on that part. See, you gotta. That's why I'm trying to be objective, because once I get new information, I take a different assessment and I look at it differently. You can't threaten me talking about you want to do the same thing that Will Smith's former assistant did or Kevin Hart's former assistant did. Nah. I'll ruin your whole life after that.
You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this.
Please tell me that is not. Please tell me.
You don't want none of this.
He's serious as a heart attack too.
Call me when you're over there.
She didn't say that.
I believe Tasha K will tell her, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Corey don't give a fuck.
She said that.
Man, on everything I love. On everything I love, man. My daughter is an ain't shit bitch.
Oh my
I told her, go get some intervention and then come back in my life later on once you got your shit together. But you not finna be out here. You talk to your daddy like you talking to motherfucking these fools in the street.
Yeah.
So I talk to you back that way. I know what the definition of a bitch is. I didn't say it wrong.
Extortion is
That's
one of the
hilarious.
number one characteristics of somebody that ain't shit.
Say that again.
Because see, if you threatening saying that I'm gonna go and tell your business, how can I trust you? How can I have you around me? How can I feel comfortable with you being around here? Now you done jumped off the bridge, and so it's difficult for me to ever trust you again. Yeah, she been poisoned by her mother. And you see you see why it's so important for y'all to be the women that y'all supposed to be, because y'all ruining lives. Y'all literally ruining lives and ruining relationships. Yeah, that's it for me.
Extortion is one of the number one characteristics of a person that ain't shit. They try to get information on you. They look for things that they can hold over your head, even though it may not be true. They say it as if it is true, and they think they can find a piece of information, whether it's true or false, that they can use to control you. And that's a bad quality.
I don't believe in extortion. I don't negotiate with terrorists, ever. Say what you got to say, but you ain't getting a dime out of me. And you might get something on that other side, too.
Motherfuckers say, she didn't say that, Corey. Man, what I'm allowing her for? That mean I ain't shit. What I'm allowing her for? That mean I ain't shit. I'm a piece of shit motherfucker. There's a lot of people out here don't like me, and I ain't gonna lie. I don't want no trouble, but if you bring it, you better have your shit talking game together. I'm talking shit. Now, look, I hope you watching this, little girl.
You know she is.
Boy, you don't want me talk shit about you, boy. I'll have you breaking down. You think you was on the internet acting like you finna do something to yourself? You don't want to fuck with a nigga like me? I'm the fucking best. You didn't grow up with me. That's the problem. You think you can get me like you get here. You can't get me, bitch. This is my fucking world. I run this. I'm in charge here. No bitch run this. Give a fuck. I don't give a who the bitch is. Disposable. If you come with the bullshit, you disposable. Whoever you are.
That's some messed up shit nowadays. That's what people.
I don't like
reach
your
for.
daughter, bitch.
No, talk about I'm gonna go to Tasha Gay. That's what the hell.
That's some cold
Are you
shit.
Glow, I see what type of dude. You similar to Gangsta. You a hater, too. Glow said you low-key not Corey. What do being Corey Holcomb got to do with the fact that I don't believe in negotiating with people that's trying to extort me? Nigga, you shouldn't believe in. Please don't let me go off. Because I remember your story. See, I ain't never been finessed by a hoe, ever. Not one time in my entire life. Every single woman that I've ever been in contact with or been close to me has always either made sure that I got a bag with her or from her or was submissive to me, even if they decided to go their own way afterwards. Please stop, because if I'm not Corey, you not me. If I'm not Corey, you not me. Because you got extorted. I didn't. Remember, listen, be careful of what you say inside of the chat, because I'm paying attention to the same. Listen, chat lives matter, but my life matter too. You motherfuckers think that y'all can just say whatever it is that y'all don't, and y'all got amnesia like you wasn't up on my platform telling me what you told me. Now, I'm not going to go back and forth because that was on the Anton Daniels channel. This is the After Hours channel. But nigga, I don't need you to let nothing slide with me. You called my show and told me a bunch of crazy shit about the women that you used to talk to. Now, we not going to say nothing. We going to let that slide. The same way that you said you was going to let me slide. All right. I want to make sure that we all on the same page here. Don't keep telling me what I ain't, because I'm going to tell you what you not too. Leave me alone and let me do my reaction, and we going to get some control in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let's because I don't think you know who I am and where I come from in these YouTube streets, because it was different a couple years ago. It was some live streams that I had to take down because I'm just saying, stop telling me what I'm not, and I'm going to make sure that I don't tell you what you are. Now let's get some straightening in here, and if y'all feel froggy, then the link is pinned to the top of the chat for y'all to be able to call up and say, see, y'all don't have to type it. This is the show for you to say it. Anybody that's feeling froggy or anybody that's feeling different about or you disagree with what I'm saying, all you got to do is hit the link that's pinned to the top of the chat and get it off your chest, and we can have a conversation, or we can do it that other way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's late night. This ain't the Millionaire Morning Show. This ain't the Anton Daniels show. This is different. This is a whole nother different thing. So the link is pinned to the top of the chat, just in case you disagree with me. That's all I'm saying. I know you support me, but I'm just saying, no. Don't switch it up, bro. I know you support me. All I'm saying is you gonna tell me that you gonna let it slide. What are you letting slide? No, because if you look, I love you too. You my guy too. All I'm saying is, if you gonna come one way, don't expect for me to continue to overlook it like I didn't see what you typed in the chat. I'm gonna pay attention and I'm gonna respond accordingly. So now that I know we both cool, then we cool. Let's just keep it moving. We ain't even gonna talk about it no more. Let's keep it moving. Let me see if there's any more to parse out of this before we move to the next subject.
That's some.
Bitch, come
is-
right. Come at me, bitch. Man, look, I got this platform and I have stood on something for a long time. That is equity in the war words against all hoe-ass motherfuckers.
I feel you, Corey. Let me see if I can get somebody. Mike, I'm assuming Mike Jones. I'm assuming that you dipped off? Okay. All right. Well, you called and then you hung up as soon as I picked up, so the link is still pinned to the top of the chat for anybody that disagree with me.
Put that phrase in a motherfucking plaque and write it down. I've been on this. I've been doing this 14 years. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I know I ain't. But I'm standing on something, and it'll mean something when I say it. When I say it, it means something. I don't give a fuck how you feel about what I said. When I say it, it means something, because I'll be standing on something. I ain't running my mouth lying every time I open my mouth. I'm trying to think, when's the last time I lied that I can remember? What did I lie?
All right, I feel him though. I don't disagree with him one bit. I feel him. You're not gonna come over. I don't care if you my daughter. I don't care who you are. My mama, none of that, and threaten me talking about you gonna go over on Toxic K, telling all of my business. Nah, I'm straight.